Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on NIO on February 28th when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, on pre-market hours at $4.54. And my main assumption was that we basically formed quite ugly daily candle, and it was a shooting star. And because of these guys, we also had a rejection of out of the range of resistance at $4.83. And because of these guys, my main assumption was that we have to land lower, somewhere in between $4.04 and probably $4.2 mark. And guys, take a look right here. We were somewhere at this point, and right after I made my previous video, this asset lost about 11.6% of its value. For now, it has quite a decent bounce to the upside, but in general, guys, it is still in downtrend. It couldn't form higher highs and higher lows on a bigger scale. And for now, guys, the upcoming movement is also not so bullish, I would say. And this is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for now I added the gold tier for limited 10 vacant places, and the only difference in between these two tiers is this one. Discord access member will have all the data for the potential trades, for the potential tickers that you should be aware of. But the gold tier members will have the exact setups with the stop loss and take profit orders. They will have the exact notifications when and how they should trade certain asset. On top of that, for each and every member, I will do a weekly 30 minutes Zoom calls in order to answer their question and in order to teach them how to properly use technical analysis and how to be successful trader. That is why, guys, for some of you, this might be a game changer opportunity. And if you want to drastically enhance your trading skills, feel free to invest in yourself. And guys, here is the latest update of my Patreon account. You can see that just several days ago, just 2 days ago, I made this forecast, for example, on Tesla, that Tesla should have a trend reversal at the range in between $266 and $282. And previously, guys, I told to my Patreons that it has to have the trend reversal right here, somewhere in between 266 and 272. But take a look at the real price action of Tesla. Here is the 5 minutes time frame, and we hit exactly the range, exactly $276. And I told to my patrons to accumulate it below 282. And since my call, guys, this asset is up by at least 4.5%. And definitely it is a very good call. And believe me, I made a lot of this type of predictions in my Patreon. You can see that I explained a lot from the fundamental point of view and from the technical point of view as well. And one of my previous calls was quite successful call on Amazon. Let me show you this as well in details. So here it is. As you can see, we had from our accumulation point about 5.5% of potential profit within just several sessions, and my prediction was made back in, as you can see, February 21st, with the exact levels where we might have a trend reversal. And definitely, guys, if you want to be a part of this community, feel free to join my Patreon.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and what should we expect next? I have to admit that let's zoom out to a daily time frame and let me show you the bigger picture of this asset. We are still in downtrend. This asset cannot form higher highs and higher lows on any time frames. We have basically, we can see these several attempts to break its previous swing highs, but all of them failed. They didn't exceed the previous major swing highs. And for now, guys, we have so-called the trend continuation. As you can see on a daily time frame, we still have this ugly candle, and potentially we might see the trend continuation, but all the crucial levels I will show you in just several minutes in my technical analysis. And for now, let's take a look at its fundamentals. First of all, I want to pay attention to the consensus analyst price targets, and as you can see, we have pretty much the same levels of 5.32 according to market beat and 5.25 according to tip ranks. We don't have any new updates from analytic firms, and on top of that, guys, take a look at its the most important news. Here is the data of China EV insurance registrations for week ending March the 2nd. NIO registered 3.1 thousand vehicles, and let's take a look at their brand insurance registrations. As you can see, NIO has a consecutive growth for the last 4 weeks from its lowest point. And guys, this lowest point is the lowest point for the entire trailing 12 months. And this growth, on the one hand, it is quite good, but on the other hand, guys, it didn't hit even the level of week 16. Basically, from the Q2 to the end of the year, their insurance registrations were higher even than this level of 3.1 thousand vehicles. And with these quite weak numbers, guys, definitely I don't think that this substantial growth might happen within the next several weeks. On top of that, take a look right here. Here is the article that was published right after I made my previous video, and it's titled NIO sees February deliveries dip 4.84% sequentially to 13,192 as Onvo declines further. And guys, I have to admit that the forecast for NIO for upcoming quarters is not so bright. Yes, they are working hard in order to improve their deliveries. They are working hard in order to make some new models, or they are trying to renew their models pretty much every quarter. But as I mentioned previously, guys, it is a very cost ineffective action. If they want to renew all their vehicles pretty much once a quarter. And because of these, guys, they potentially might have even poorer numbers in terms of their gross margin. And in my opinion, it is a crucial parameter that you should rely on, because they have to improve their profitability in general. They have to achieve at least operational profitability. And for now, we don't have any substantial results for NIO or for Onvo. That is why, guys, unfortunately, my forecast from the fundamental standpoint is not so bright. But let's take a look at its technical analysis. And before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let's zoom into hourly time frame, turn on all the tools, and let's take a look what do we have right here. As you can see, on pre-market hours, NIO is up by 1.15%, and I have to admit that from this top, it already lost about 20% of its value. And this movement to the downside, guys, take a look at the volume of this movement. It is higher if you compare it with this volume of this bounce. And this, again, this makes me thinking that potentially it is just a bounce for the fourth wave to the downside. And let me show you this breakdown. Potentially from this top, it had we basically can see this is our first wave, second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the third wave, potentially this, or maybe a little bit higher we might see the top of our fourth wave, and another leg to the downside that potentially might break or might at least retest 4.04 level. And I showed you this level multiple times. We had a confluence with the price target from algorithms that basically I caught this movement to the tick from its previous attempt to break its range of resistance. And unfortunately, guys, I don't see a lot of bullish momentum on NIO except this attempt, but fundamentally the company is not showing its quite high bullish momentum. On top of that, guys, the broader the broader sentiment for the entire market, let's take a look, for example, at Tesla price. You can see that on the pre-market hours, wait a second, I will show you that Tesla is down by almost 2%, and pretty much all major stocks are down substantial. Let's take a look at SPY index. You can see that it is down on pre-market by 1.35%. TQQQ is down by 3%, and it reached 69. TQQQ, it is a leverage ETF. Wait a second, QQQ 1%, and it is below the level of $500. That is why, guys, we know that so-called tariff wars are on fire, and as long as the market doesn't have any certainty in this case, we will see further decrease in prices of all of the goods, and NIO is not an exception of this list. That is why, guys, be cautious with your position on NIO, but my thesis is still the same. Potentially we might see the next leg to the downside that will retest $404, and the next level of support, guys, let me show you this in details. The next level of support is $3.63. It is pretty much its swing low. Let me show you that it hit this range back in August of 2024, and then it hit it also right here back in April 19th of 2024. And if it retested, we might see a substantial bounce. If it happens, guys, we might see at least a couple of weeks of its bull run. But otherwise, be very cautious with any position on the stock market right now, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.